Ladies and gentlemen, after all the trials and tribulations that I've gone through in the recording of today's episode of Nitro, and I really hope you all appreciate it, it's finally time for the main event. I'm going to challenge myself a little bit and go against the World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns in hopes that I win and set up the next match for our pay-per-view for Roman, or the next title defense, for Roman at our next pay-per-view. Roman Reigns, man, he won that championship. I don't even know who the last champion was. I ain't gonna lie. I think it was Goldberg. It was Goldberg in the Battle of the Spear. And now he holds the World Heavyweight Championship. The question is, if Undertaker pins Roman, something he's never done, to rub salt in the wound of some people, something unfortunately the Undertaker has never done, if he pins him today, that will most likely set up the next match at the next pay-per-view for the championship. And if I'm correct, I believe the next championship, or the next pay-per-view, excuse me, it's been a long recording session, is Extreme Rules. That or Backlash. I don't really know off the top of my head. I'm like 90%, I'm like 50-50. I don't know if it's Extreme Rules or Backlash next, but when we get to that point, we will find out whether or not, when we get to that point, we will find out who is Roman's next challenger. And it very well may be The Undertaker if he gets the pinfall in this match. Why is this goddamn screen so dark? I complained about this in the last episode. Why is it so fucking dark? Dead man walking. I'm singing along to the song. They actually have both versions of this song in here, of Undertaker's American Badass. They have You're Gonna Pay, and then they have along with the tag team with Kane, they have the Rollin' Limp Bizkit version. Of course, I like both versions, so it doesn't matter. I thoroughly enjoy both. And I love the Undertaker's American Badass gimmick. Some people don't like it. I very much enjoy it. I very much enjoy the American Badass Undertaker. It was nice to see a change in his character for a period of time. Of course, he went right back to the Deadman, the Phenom, the Undertaker we all very much know and love. But for those couple of years, for those, 3.5 years, it was refreshing to see Undertaker be something different. Pretty much what he actually is in real life, more or less, a biker dude. I heard Undertaker is like really into like bikes and shit, so which is pretty cool. So it was kind of like a piece of himself in there. At least that's what I've read and heard anyway. I could be wrong, but of course, the chance of "You Still Got It" being directed to The Undertaker as if he ever truly lost it, especially in this time period. It's like we're in a time warp. Of course, Roman Reigns gets the first move off yours truly. I'll never forget the first ever episode of EBCW. It was Mad Awesome versus The Undertaker. It was the very first ever episode. The first episode of this entire series, period, 2K16. I faced the American Badass Undertaker in an absolute hellhole of a match. And I somehow still lost after a period of time. Of course, I became salty. Wasn't my first loss, and it definitely wasn't my last, because you guys know, it's been documented that I've lost plenty of matches in my time here since making this series. Nice reversal there, throwing the World Heavyweight Champion back and just kicking him straight in the face. The utter disrespect from the American Badass. straight up punches. It's often been said that Undertaker is the best striker in all of WWE at one point in time. All his strikes are precision strikes. And that's exactly what I just demonstrated right there. And Roman Reigns just can't get anything going now. Straight rights to the face. You know what, let's just say fuck it and go to the top rope.
Undertaker should get his head into the match instead of look out.
Nice shot. Nice clothesline right there by Undertaker. I was convinced Roman was going to somehow reverse that. I was like 99% sure Roman was going to reverse that, but you know what? Never mind. What is this? Is he going for old school? Man, I remember when old school was a fucking signature in this game. They just made it a fucking move as if it doesn't mean anything or it doesn't have any impact. What was it, like 2K? Not even 2K. WWE 13. Undertaker had the old school as a move, as a signature move. And that was a failed clothesline attempt there, which still somehow hit me. Samoan drop. Punches to the gut. And it appears that Roman didn't feel any of them because he does have a fucking vest on. Uppercut strike. Fall away slam. And it's just been a hard-hitting matchup. A straight-up, hard-hitting matchup. Both men are not giving a single fuck about the other's well-being, and you love to see it. Should be a no disqualification match. What is it? Oh, fuck! What the fuck was that attempt at a signature? Was that the choke slam? There it is. Holy shit. Choke slam. About fucking time. Like, what the absolute fuck was that? What is this? Charge finisher. I'm not going to do that yet. It's going to take a lot more than one finisher to pin Roman Reigns. In all my experience playing WWE games, unless it's like pre-2K16. No, actually, better yet, pre-2K17. We all know it's going to be very difficult to pin Roman Reigns with at least one finisher. Last ride. Last ride. Let's see if it actually works. I'll be shocked. 1, 2. Well. Fuck me, right? Fuck me, right? Oh my god. I think that's the first time I think I've pinned Roman Reigns, or one of the first... Maybe I did before in a previous episode of EBCW, but I swear to God, I don't remember the last time I ever pinned Roman Reigns with one finisher. I'm shocked. But that sets up our World Heavyweight title match. That sets up the World Heavyweight Championship match in at whatever our next pay-per-view is, Extreme Rules or Backlash. I don't know off the top of my head, but Undertaker may very well be calling himself not just the American Badass, but the World Heavyweight Champion. And now it's time for him to ride his Harley Davidson off to the sunset. We'll see if this is the same scene with the World Heavyweight title come our next pay-per-view, but we got plenty of time until then. Ladies and gentlemen, our next show, main event, is coming up, and I will see you all then. Thank you for watching today, and subscribe if you want to see more. Peace out.